to downgrade. On purpose. I know it might sound crazy, but I figured out something. A few months ago, I sold my Sony a7 IV. It's an amazing camera that I had for years, and I love using cameras, that's my job, but I also travel. And every time I pack my bag, I have to face this dilemma of weight. I have to make a choice. And listen, I love traveling light, like just one backpack, that's it. I'm not trying to check bag or have a carry-on. I don't want to pay airlines more money for just 1 gram. And when you travel with your camera, lens, tripod, all of that adds up in weight. And most of the time, everything just stays in my bag. Because I realized that 80% of my photography and my video, I do it on my phone. Because it's just here. It's fast, it's in my pocket all the time. The process is actually faster. I get to have an idea, and quickly I can get it out with my phone. So what's the point of having a $5,000 setup but to use it at the fullest? And if the best camera is the one that you have with you, well, mine is always in the hotel room. So what am I doing? What's the point, right? So I sold it. Now I just have my phone. And I think it's making me a better filmmaker. iPhone is not perfect at all. And we use cameras for a reason. And iPhone has a lot of limitations. But the thing that people don't get with limitations, I think it's limitation makes you better. You just should. You will stop overthinking. And I wanted to restrict myself on purpose, to force myself to work within the iPhone limitation. Because when you cannot rely on like a full frame sensor or an expensive lens, you have to reframe your composition. You have to think more about light. You just left with your idea and just your feeling. And that's where my deepest works happen. The iPhone is always with me. It's small, it's always on me. I can put it out on the street, on the plane, in the middle of a conversation and no one noticed it. That's the advantage of it. It doesn't feel like creating something. It feels like recording my memories and just recording my life. I'm just capturing my life. That's my goal. So I've been using only my phone for a few months now, and it's a very interesting experience. When I take my phone and I film something, I don't feel this pressure. I don't feel the weight of having a camera. I feel like I'm just recording my memories. And those memories are for myself or my future self that can just go back to my gallery and see how my life was a few months ago, a few years ago. When I go back to 2020, 2021, I feel like my memories are here, alive. But recently, I got a brand deal with Sony for Sony a7R5, and man, when I pressed the shutter, I just remembered the feeling of holding a camera. The quality was insane, way beyond what an iPhone is capable of doing. Even if you're shooting in ProRes log, ProRAW for the pictures, you can do so much, right? It's amazing. But man, what a camera is capable of. The color, the depth of the color, the dynamic range, the lens. You can actually create something, create like another universe. With like just changing the lens, that's what you can actually do. It's crazy how far you can go with a real camera. I think we have to understand that camera are the result of like 100 years of technology stacking up, and now we can just use that to capture the world. And in no means, I don't like cameras. I love cameras, and iPhone doesn't feel like a camera. It feels like a phone that you can take picture with. The intention is a bit different. It's a different process. You know, you're not really shooting; you're just touching the screen. With a real camera, there is this feeling that you're using a tool that is made for that. That does just one thing, to capture the world. On a phone, you have your email, it's literally your phone. You have Instagram, notification, and everything. So it's a different way of creating. And I know my iPhone works amazingly. It integrates so much in what I do in my process, and it's light. I can travel with it without bringing my entire setup. But a camera is objectively better for some stuff. So what is the solution? What's now? What do I do now? I don't really think there's a perfect answer to that. I wish I could have a Sony a7R5 sensor in my phone, or something that is this camera quality but fits into this phone. But that's physics. You cannot beat it, at least yet. Because we went from discovering fire to walking on the moon to talking to a computer through a piece of glass like with ChatGPT. And you can see me right now. You can hear me right now. And I'm not in front of you. I don't know if you know that, but I'm not here. I'm on a screen right now, and we're communicating with internet. This is magic technology. Let's just remind ourselves that we're living in this world where we can do that. This is crazy. We can take pictures with this device, and now it's just normal. If you show that to someone 150 years ago, it will just burn you because you're a wizard. That's crazy. But it just depends on what you want to do. Depends on your intention. And all those limitations that I have with my phone actually makes me try to find a workaround the limitation. Trying to find how to deal with them actually makes me a better filmmaker. If you just travel and go everywhere and want something live, the quality is good enough now to not take a camera with you. I think we reached to that point. Yeah, phone is great. Phone is amazing. Just have the phone you want. iPhone, Samsung, Oppo. You can just go to any of phone. You just need something that you actually want to use. And like, if I need a camera, I will just borrow one. I will just rent one. But I want to experience life because I realized something last year. The movies I watch are nothing compared to real life. And the filmmakers I praise and love, they live life. And when you live your life, you have something to say. You have a story to tell. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live my life. Having that thing in my pocket that is that small where I can shoot. It's amazing. It allowed me to do both at the same time. It allowed me to live my life and also capture this process while getting there, while I'm getting to make the movies. And I can just share this process with you on social media, on YouTube. I think that's what matters. Everything depends on the intention. Cameras are amazing, phone are amazing. So you can use both. Just depend on what you want to do, what you want to capture. That's why I sold my camera. Because I'd rather capture those moments than missing them. Because I have to set up my camera. That's all. And one more thing. Oh. This is the Meta glasses. Well, this is the Oakley version. These are cameras here. When I wear them, I don't use them like camera. For me, this is a memory device. Because I can just go out there and record everything from my own perspective. Think about it. You don't have anything in front of you. You don't have any phone, nothing that blocks you from what you want to capture, from your memory, from what you want to remember. So look, if I take this, like my phone is here. If I take this and I just capture something, there is something in front of me. If I take a camera, it's the same. And this do not interfere with what I want to capture. This is a tool that kind of disappear. And it's like filming with my eyes, This is the closest I went to film with my eyes. I just wish this was Ari Alexa quality, but we're not there yet. Or just the iPhone quality, But since I sold my camera and I'm using those kind of devices that are supposed to be less good than a real camera, I never shot that much, I go out and I shoot a lot of stuff. I have, I think, 100,000 pictures and videos on my iPhone that you only see a fraction of it. But all of them is just me trying new stuff, filming like this. Before making this video, I made maybe 20 before. It's crazy, but you will never see them. You will only see the end result. But for me, it's a way to just try stuff. Because at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. We need to be open as artists. We need to just ease into this world. This is the 21st century. This is new technology. When people painted before and photography came in, people had to adapt to photography because that was a new medium of capturing the world. At the end of the day, what I want is to have my ideas here and to put them in the real world. The tool I'm using, well, I just need something that fits what I want. If I'm a writer, I will love to have like a great pen, right? If I'm a painter, a brush, a chef, I will need knives in my restaurant. But me, I want something that allows me to share my feelings, what I think here, what I feel with the world. And I'm using technology for that. I'm using glasses for that. I'm using AirPods here to cancel the noise here. That's just using technology for what it is supposed to be, something that is supposed to help me achieve this. So I think we just need to stay open and use whatever you want, as long as it fits your needs. See you next time.